Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is officially over. I am back once again. Been a minute, took a long break. I spent the last 8 days in Tenerife, which is a Spanish island off of the coast of Morocco. It's basically Africa, just that Spain colonized it and now it's considered Spanish. I actually went here to surf. I took my camera with me and I did try to film a little bit. So I'll be posting vlogs and some video material from that later. But obviously, since I was there, I was no longer in the capacity to do my live sessions. I did continue my mentorship service, my coaching service. So my clients were still talking with me. But as to you guys, the general public, I was absent, but now I am back. Batteries fully charged. Got a bunch of vitamin D. Tried surfing for the first time in my life, and it was an absolutely amazing experience. Went way out of my comfort zone, and I cannot tell you enough how much I enjoyed it and how good it felt to try something new. What's up, Elizabeth? What's up, lonely bloke? What is your natural hair color? Whatever this is my natural hair color. Um, I would describe it as it's like a mix between blonde. In certain light, it can look a little bit gingerish. But it's like I believe the proper term for this color is the nation the the Venetian blonde. Venetian blonde. What's up, Kushagara? First question of the day. Hold on, I'm gonna rearrange my hair. I actually like it more like this to the front. Um, Nature Lover, how you doing, girl? I need a haircut, guys. I need to restyle the fro. Definitely. Um, how to deal with haters? Just ignore them basically. Like there's nothing that you can do in terms of trying to fight them or in terms of trying to confront them. It's only going to take away negative energy from you. Obviously, in certain cases, if the hating is borderline bullying and picking and teasing all the time, then you should confront them and you should stand up for yourself. But if it's in general just people who don't believe in you and what you're doing, just disregard them. If anything, use them as fuel to be motivated. Oh, I see my Discord is still on. I'm gonna turn that right off for a second so I don't get interrupted. I like your messy hair. Thank you. Me too. Hi, Lorenz. We call it strawberry blonde. Strawberry blonde. I like that. I like that. That's cool. This giant crow just landed on my man. What's going on here? These big ass birds are attacking my terrace. Doing good. Thanks. Great. Thanks to see you. Do you eat strawberries? Yeah, actually, like one of my uncles owns a strawberry farm. Like he has made a fortune basically by cultivating strawberries and selling them. So when it is the strawberry season, which is not now, obviously, I do eat a lot of strawberries. I got the hookup. I got the plug. Kyle Wright. Good morning, sir. What are you digging right now? Books, movies, music. Kyle. So I've fallen completely out of love with hip hop music, like American hip hop. I've been listening to American hip hop for at least 2 decades, but I've gotten to a point where it's so hard for me to find new American hip hop music that I can really enjoy. I've actually discovered Dutch hip hop, which I never used to listen to. There's this artist called Heth, Heth. He's a Dutch rapper from Holland. And I had just been playing the hell out of his latest project. He just put out a project with his two brothers, and it's called Boys in the Hood. I know it sounds cliche, but it's actually a really good album, and it's refreshing. It's just like a whole different type of hip hop, different type of lyrics. So I'm really getting into that. Been listening to more techno lately, more electronic music, because once again, I'm tired of hip hop. In terms of movies, I watched a movie the other day that I really liked a lot. It resonated with me called The Power of the Dog. It's on Netflix. The Power of the Dog. Check it out. I basically the first hour of the movie, I was thinking this movie sucks, it's shit, and then it really like caught me off guard, and I caught myself thinking about that movie a couple days later. So that's how you know it's a good movie. Um, in terms of books, I'm still reading the same stuff. I'm still reading Be Water, My Friend, which is written by the daughter of Bruce Lee. So it talks about Bruce Lee's philosophy. It's a really nice book. Um, and in terms of entertainment, I've been watching this series called Trailer Park Boys. It's a Canadian series. It's really weird type of humor, but it's one of my all-time favorites. And I watched that already like 15 years ago, all the seasons, but I just kind of rediscovered it. It's just really good mindless entertainment to take your mind off of things and to just kick back, relax, and just you know watch. So if you're into bizarre semi-reality humor, Trailer Park Boys is your fix. But if I have shown 10 people that show, nine of them have hated it. It's a very specific type of it's a very specific type of humor. I like it. It can look really dumb and stupid and like simple on the surface. There's like a lot of hidden, really good humor in there. There's just layers to it, and I love it. How is the Omicron situation in Belgium? Well, hospitalizations continue to go down, infections continue to go up. So basically, it's pretty clear that we're just dealing with a form of the flu. Like it's just like a bad flu, but not a lot of people are dying. Not a lot of people are going into the hospital. It's crazy. Like I was just, like I said, I was in Tenerife, and life is really going on. Like guys, there's a lot of places in the world where life is just normal. So if you just follow the media, if you read everything that you see in the newspapers, you're gonna start thinking that the planet, Earth is burning, the world is on fire, and like there's chaos and mayhem everywhere. And then you step outside in the real world, and the airport is buzzing. The airport is just as busy as always. The flights were fully booked. Everybody was out in Tenerife. Like all the restaurants were open. People are surfing, going out, like all that good stuff. I highly recommend you to not become a prisoner of fear, because the media is spreading a lot of fear and making you believe that, the apocalypse is happening when really it's nowhere near that bad. All that being said, I did get my booster shot today. So please do not, don't take this as me trying to somehow deny COVID or anything like that. I got my booster shot. So that's my third vaccine, basically. So I am on board with science. I'm just saying that the situation is not nearly or half as bad as they make it out to seem. What's up, DYB? How you doing, Playboy? Kong Bui Hung. Just passing by, seeing if you're okay. I'm all good, man. I'm chilling. Kyle Wright. Trailer Park Boys is wheeze laughter funny. Cool, my man. Grow your hair back. Dude, you're gonna be waiting for a minute. If I need to grow my hair back to where it was, it's gonna take at least 2 years, and it's not happening. Stiggy, favorite Pokemon. Please don't say Charizard. My favorite Pokemon is Magikarp. Obviously, the Magikarp splash attack remains undefeated. YouTube Rickyisms. Yeah, I know Rickyisms. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised how many people actually know that show. Every single girl that I've shown the Trailer Park Boys show to, they're just like, what is this goofy shit? Because they don't get it. They don't get it. The humor in Trailer Park Boys is found in like the little things. It's like the fact that Julian is always holding a glass, the way Mr. Leahy walks and talks, just like the details. When they use the clearing stick to clear the car, Ricky's car, and they just destroy everything that's on it. Like those are the things. Magic card, yes indeed. All right, guys, 10 minutes in, you know the drill. Ask me anything. This is your chance. I'm just gonna turn the heating down. I'm actually getting a little bit hot. Can you believe? Um, I was gonna talk about also my current conditioning in terms of like my shoulder, because I know people are gonna ask. It's still messed up, and I definitely re-aggravated it with by surfing. So yeah, 5 weeks in, still not able to train out her body, and I will say like the initial shock has gone away. Like the first couple of weeks not being able to train out her body, I was having literal withdrawals, just losing my mind, and that's gotten a lot better. Like I've gotten used to not being able to train it now, and I'm kind of like I've accepted it. Not a fan of Gyarados. No, I like Magikarp, but guys, I haven't watched Pokemon in like 20 years, so I don't know that much about it. I think I might. All right, Stiggy, three things you would bring to survive on a deserted island. A fire stick, one of those sticks that you can make sparks with to make fire. Uh, a Swiss knife that has like a bunch of stuff in it. Fire stick, Swiss knife. What else? What else? What else? Like a water purifier machine, like a little something that I can put seawater in, and that purifies the water and makes it drinkable. That's all you need. Do you like the show Westworld? Two of my best friends actually love that show. I never watched it. I've heard great things about it, but never watched it, so I can't say. Nature loved her. How was the surfing? I'm behind on my lives. I was saving them for later. The surfing was just absolutely incredible. I went there actually quite nervous because I was not really sure. Oh, a few things. I wasn't sure if I was able to do it. Like, I'm not that flexible. I'm pretty big. I'm weighing more than ever. Um, I was a little bit worried about my jaw. Like, I was worried about jumping in the water and like falling into the water and hurting my jaw or someone hitting me. So I was worried about that. Um, I was, yeah, like it was way outside of my comfort zone. I never would have done it had it not have been for my friend who invited me to come. Um, but I fell in love with it. I just loved it. Like when you catch your first wave, that feeling is indescribable. Like it just makes you feel like you just accomplished the craziest thing on earth. And it's you get high. You legitimately get high. Like you feel like adrenaline is pumping. It's indescribable. Like think about it. Like you're literally basically jumping, in the edge of this giant bathtub that is the ocean. You're a monkey on a board, and you're just like trying to somehow, you know, use nature's energy to surf and to ride it and to you know, like use it to carry you. And if you're successful in doing so, it's the greatest feeling. Like you just come out of the water and you're just like pumping with adrenaline and endorphins. I never tried it, and now I'm definitely gonna do more of it. I'm totally hooked. I want to surf more. I want to get better. Uh, yeah, that's where I'm at. I just absolutely loved it. Have you ever visited South Korea? I have not. Do you think COVID came from the lab at the Wuhan Institute of Virology? I mean, dude, are there still people who think it didn't? Are like that's the real question. I would be amazed if there's still people like legitimately denying or like thinking that it didn't come from there. Of course, it came from there. Like 100%, it came from that lab in Wuhan. Like, oh, what a coincidence! Like, COVID just seem to have come from a live market less than 10 miles from one of the four only level 6, biochemical labs in the world. Sure, like of course it came from there. Absolutely. Now, mind you, that does not mean that it was planned. That does not mean it is a sinister plot by the Illuminati to take over, the world. I am a million percent sure it came from there, but I also really truly believe it was an accident. I really do think that. What's up, Carl? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Victoria. What's up, girl? The movie Point Break gave me that impression too. I always wanted to try surfing. I haven't watched Point Break. I should really, really watch it because that movie got referenced a couple of times in the surf house that I was at. There is something about the ocean that is calming. Love to just stand barefoot on the sand. Yes, the ocean is just an incredible thing. It's like it's the combination of the elements, the salt water, the current. You go in it, and when you come out, you're a different person. It somehow like rinses your soul, if that makes sense. Like anything, also any city that is next to a big body of water, especially an ocean, it just has a different vibe. You can't recreate that. You cannot recreate being in the vicinity of a big body of water like an ocean. It just has a profound effect on people. I mean, we are 80% water, and the whole ebb and tide thing, like the tide, it would only be logical that it affects us the same way it affects the tides and the ebb. Do you like to go fishing? I mean I do, but I like the part where I can just sit next to the guy fishing and smoke a joint and just like be in nature for hours and not do anything. So I'm not sure if that constitutes as fishing. I love the process of fishing. I look at it as meditation. I actually think that a lot of human beings, it's funny, like, now these keywords like meditation and all those things are so hip and trendy. I feel like a lot of people in the world have figured out that something gives them peace. They've just never labeled it as such. They've never labeled it as meditation, but they continue to do it. It's like, I'm sure there's a bunch of like 50, 60-year-old men you can ask, like, do you meditate? And they're like, meditate? Like, I'm not a fucking hippie. Fuck that. But they go fishing. So they are meditating. They just don't know it. Fishing is literally meditation. Cycling can be meditation. Any type of like endurance sport, basically, where you're doing something for a long period of time and you're alone with your thoughts, is meditation. It's just people don't label it as such. You know what I mean? And it's funny how we are always so prone to wanting to categorize things and wanting to put things in little boxes. But yes, I think I have to go right now. Potato Jake. Get better, man. Point Break is awesome. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I got my wisdom teeth out 6 days ago. Congratulations, Victoria. Hope you're feeling better. That'll only happen once. So you're over. You're done with that. Do you like to? I already answered that. All right, guys. Hey, hit the thumbs up if you like my live sessions. If you're happy that I'm back, it is much appreciated. Also, guys, I am still taking on new clients for my mentorship service. If you are trying to reinvent yourself this year, if you are trying to get over a breakup, if you're trying to overcome a depression or battle your anxieties or setbacks, if you need someone that'll help you every step of the way with transforming your life, and that will give you very practical hands-on advice, and that will be there every single day to talk to you, I am your guy. So if you would like to hire me for this, if you would like to hire me for my coaching services, for my mentorship services, this is my email, lorenz.dries@gmail.com. That is LORENZ dot DRIES@gmail.com. Check it out. Dave, how long have you been with your girlfriend? How did you guys meet? We broke up 4 months ago. So we were together for 2 years and a half. At the time of us being together, we did a whole video on how we met. I'll link it to you. You can watch it if you want to hear the full story. Let's see. Meet. All right, so this is the video link to how I met my ex girlfriend. You can check it out, man, if you are interested still. Oh, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be sorry, man. It is far better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I'm so incredibly grateful that I came across this wonderful woman. She's still in my life as one of my absolute best friends, and we had an amazing time. Things just ran their course, and that's okay. Alex, how you been? Good, man. I was off surfing in Tenerife, living the life, but now I'm back, re-energized, trying to make new content, writing again, all this good stuff. I couldn't wait to jump back on live and talk to my tribe, of course. In the meantime, keep the questions coming. Not so long from now, I'll be having another coaching call with a client. You're a good man, Viking. Glad I found this channel. Me too, Dave. Me too, man. I'm glad you found it too. In this crazy YouTube world, it is harder than ever for people to find these little gems, these little channels like mine. So I'm really happy that you're here, and that you found me, man. You are a part of this. By the way, Dave, have you signed up to the Discord yet? For those who don't know, I actually have a Discord server now. I'm hip. I'm stepping it up. And a Discord server, for those who don't know, like I didn't know, is actually it's a chat server where you can talk to my community 24/7, and it's a way for people to connect even when I'm not online. So anyone looking to join my Discord, this is the link. Go check it out. It's an awesome community, hate free. Everybody can be themselves, and I'm on there as well, obviously. Stiggy, how long would it take you to be ready to get back into the world of dating? Where is Mrs. Dries? Hmm. You know what? I was actually talking about that with a friend the other night, and I feel like in that regard, emotionally, I'm still connected to my ex, which is currently blocking me from allowing somebody else in. Like I'm still processing that part. In that regard, emotionally, you could definitely say I'm like a Bluetooth device. I can only connect with one device. I can only connect with one person. So seeing that connection is still there, I need that to kind of like lessen before I'm open to a new relationship again. I gotta be honest, right now, the last thing I want is another relationship or another person for that matter. I'm just really happy to basically enjoy my newfound freedom, my time, the ability to just do what I want when I want. It's nice, and I'm really like I'm in no rush at all. I think way too many people rush the process, and they're so petrified of being alone. They're so scared of being alone, and they just need someone to be there at all times. You need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn how to be alone and be happy. If you're not able to do that, you'll never be happy. So I'm doing that right now. I'm enjoying it, and whatever comes will come. But I'm not really looking for that right now until it happens. Like Tame Impala said, let it happen. Nature lover, how is that place under your chin where the metal is so loose to the skin? Is it improving after the last surgery? Yeah, this spot right here. It's pretty stagnant. It is what it is. The shade has definitely improved overall, I feel, of my scar. Functionality is still not great. I still drool a lot when I eat. I have a lot of loss of saliva. God, talk about Freudian slip. Not sativa, saliva. So I'm losing a lot of saliva when I eat, and that sucks. And definitely get self conscious about that. It's embarrassing to eat in public, but it is what it is. I'm trusting the process, and I'm keeping hope that in the future there will be technologies and procedures available to fix it and to make it better. So we got to roll with it. Aesthetically, it looks better. Functionally, it's worse. So not a great trade off, but at least I'm happy like that I have like a fuller face. If you see it from the side like this, it's way fuller like this, like I have more of the chin now. Hi Lorenz, did you vlog during your travel? Elena, I tried. So I actually managed to vlog one whole day trip. We did like a day trip across the island with the car. We rented a car, so I did vlog that day. That's gonna be a cool little vlog. Um, Aside from that, I tried to vlog in general, but I quickly found, oh, the dog of my neighbors, man, is that I didn't miss that dog. I cannot figure out why people like how people live with a dog that's constantly barking and growling. Like, how do you find peace? Oh, the joys of living in a shared apartment. Hmm. Anyway, back on track. So, what was I saying? Did I vlog? So I did. Um, I tried to vlog, but per usual, when I try to travel vlog, I find every time again that it's not something that I enjoy doing. I'm not disconnecting. It doesn't, I just I'm still in work mode when I'm vlogging. It sucks when you have to try to like capture everything that you're doing because then you're just looking at it through the lens of like content, like, oh, this is content. Me eating this meal is content. This person is content. And that really takes away from the essence of traveling. So I always try, but then I always end up saying pretty quickly, like, fuck this. I'm not going to try to vlog because it's ruining my vacation. So I do have some material that I filmed. And like I said, I have one epic vlog of the whole day, but so yes, I did vlog, but my point is, I guess, that I don't really like travel vlogging that much. Dave, I was married 8 years. It took me a year and a half to really get over my divorce. Time heals all eventually. Dude, a year and a half is pretty good. There's people who got who get stuck way longer. So kudos to you. How do you like your coffee? Black. I use like this little Italian thing. Like I like my coffee super like primitive with this old system where the water heats up and just bursts through this little Italian system. It's like this metal thing. But yeah, black and strong. Nature leather. Close, not loose. No, I meant underneath on the right. You mean this part? Yeah, this here. Well, it is. It still is what it is. The metal is speaking true, and it's a matter of time before it's going to push itself through the tissue. But we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. I'm gonna worry about that when we get there, and until then, I'm not gonna worry about it because I can't speed up the process. There's nothing to do to prevent it. It's gonna happen at some point, and then we'll deal with it. But I'm just trying to remain in the moment, live in the moment, as I always preach about, and just like don't worry about the uncontrollable. Just let things happen and go from there. All we have is now. And I know that sounds like some hippie stuff, but this is really all we own. This moment. Everything else is just an idea, it's an illusion, even the money and our possessions. Like all we have is this moment. So I try to live in this moment. Stars on Mars. What's up? Regarding dogs barking all the time, is the owner to blame or the dog? Probably the owner, because I'm pretty sure, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that if you do a good job training the dog, that it's not going to bark all the time. I think dogs actually need discipline. They like discipline. They need boundaries. From what I understood, it's just way too many dog owners who think their dog is like a baby and they pamper it and cuddle it and they don't give it the discipline it needs, and then the dog basically just does whatever without really knowing where the boundaries are. So the owner is definitely the blame. CA, if you could speak to the guy that you used to be pre-cancer, what would you say to him? Not much, because that guy wouldn't listen anyway. I wouldn't try to say anything. I would just be like, enjoy. I would tell him, go to a motherfucking dentist, change your dentist. And I would tell him, like, enjoy being able to like eat popsicles and like magnums, enjoy being able to enjoy, you know, being able to eat while walking, enjoy being able to eat a hamburger without literally like getting shit and drool all over your tray and just that. But the person that I was before cancer thought that he was invincible. He thought that he could not be touched. And So yeah, that's it. Like I wouldn't try to say too much because I wouldn't listen anyway. I remember in the gym, like when I was 20 or something, some guy trying to tell me like about diet and protein intake. And I remember thinking, "You're a fucking idiot! Like, you look at you. You're not even that big. You don't know shit." And he was trying to explain to me that I needed to take in more proteins and that diet was important. And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, whatever." And I just went right back to bench pressing and bicep curling every day, the same exercises. So yeah, I was pretty stupid. CA on Stiggy. 3 reasons why you should challenge comfort. Because you grow. You have to seek discomfort because it helps you grow. You gain confidence. You are reminded of the fact that often we are prisoners to our own perceptions in terms of our limitations. So we just often tell ourselves to play it safe or that something is not possible because we don't believe it's possible, but really it is possible, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would just say those reasons, like you're gonna gain confidence if you challenge comfort, you're gonna be happier. Like there's no greater, endorphin or serotonin boost than doing something that you thought you couldn't. And three, you might actually end up inadvertently inspiring someone in the process. So it's a win-win for all. Also, I have always talked about this, like action trumps all. You have to push the first domino. Like by putting yourself out there in the world, by taking action, you're always going to end up in a better position somehow. And the initial goal that you set might, it's usually not the blessing that you end up with. So, for example, you might say, I want to become really good at rock climbing and set that as a goal. But then inadvertently, through rock climbing, you'll meet someone that'll be the brother of your future life. You see what I'm saying? And he'll invite you to a barbecue, and then you're like, "Oh, who's this woman?" And all that started because you went to a rock climbing class. So don't worry too much about really defining the goal and trying to like get there all at once. Just let life take the wheel and just take action. Put yourself in a position to get lucky. I repeat, put yourself in a position to get lucky by taking action. How did you experience surfing? Want to do it more? Yeah, I was talking about that before you got in. Um, I loved it. I'm gonna do it more. I fell in love with it. I love the concept of a surf house. To me, it's kind of like the evolution of a hostel. When I was younger, I used to go to hostels all the time, just by myself, because you just show up and voila, you have a bunch of friends. Um, I started feeling a little bit too old for it. I'm 33 now, so the last time I did it, I was like 30 years old, and there were just too many 18-year-olds for my liking, and the age gap was becoming too big and it felt weird. I really started feeling like the old guy still trying to be young and hip a little bit. So I stopped doing that. Now the surf house is literally the same concept as a hostel, with the exception of the fact that um, people are generally older. It's like 25 and up. People are a hell of a lot more respectful. And it's just like there is so much better because the goal is not the party, the goal is to surf. So every morning there is the place is buzzing. Like people get up early to surf, so everyone is having breakfast, hurrying up to catch the bus to go and surf. To catch the shuttle that goes to the surf school, and it's awesome because it creates urgency. It creates like some healthy type of tension. It creates just like this energy in the air, and it's like you all have this common goal and you're taking it very serious. Like today we're gonna fucking surf, and you're just you're locked in on that. It's really cool. And then you all go, you go, try to surf at your respective levels, and then afterwards you're all just like hyped up and like, oh, I got a wave, oh, I saw you, good job. The community is super positive, super supportive. And then after that, there's plenty of time to still chill and drink and smoke and do whatever, enjoy. But then, like around 11 p.m., people go to bed because they want to be fresh to get up and surf the next morning. So it's really cool. So yeah, basically a Chad. I think I was. You could call me a Chad, but I was definitely like more intelligent than the average Chad. Like I was always quite I always had a lot of empathy. I always had a high emotional intelligence. I never, um, for example, I don't think I was really the true definition of the Chad because I figured out at like age 20, I was done with clubs. I was like, this is pointless. This is stupid. Clubs suck. So I don't know too many peers of mine at that age that were against that type of stuff. I was just hyper confident, young, arrogant, a little bit douchey for sure. I also like used to play around too much in terms of humor. I like to really um kind of profile myself by having a big mouth and making like on the edge edgy jokes. So that was me. Guys, listen, I am still taking on new clients for my mentorship service, for my coaching service. So if this year you're trying to turn things around and you need somebody to help you with that every step along the way, I am the guy that can help you with that. Send me an email at Lorenz.dries at gmail.com and we can talk about it and see if we can work out a deal to work together. I'm coaching people from all across the world: Puerto Rico, Argentina, Greece, UK, the US, a bunch of people. So it's going great. Basically, all of my clients are super happy with the service. So if you want to sign up and hire me, that's my email address. All right, guys, we are 37 minutes in. So let's get some final questions before I wrap this one up. And then we can take it from there. Double bicep pose. All right, because I wasn't here for nine days. I'll do it real quick. Still got the guns on deck, mind you. This is without training a single, um, without training upper body for more than 6 weeks at this point. So, yeah, I'm quite pleasantly surprised by how my upper body has kept up and held up. Obviously, I've lost a ton of size, my shoulders, my chest, my arms. But overall, like it's not like I just completely shrank away at all. Did you smoke some good green in Tenerife? Yes, I did. I did. There was some Italian grower there that brought some bomb ass weed. I actually didn't smoke for the first 4 days. Then I ended up smoking, and it was great. Some really good weed I never smoked. King's Juice, King's Juice, and then some other type that I forgot. Do you like skating? No, I'm not a skater. When are you going to work out upper body again? Whenever my shoulder is no longer jacked up. So I actually re-aggravated it with surfing. Like the thing with surfing is you got to carry the board, and you have to um, like how it works is when you're paddling and then you catch a wave, you have to do this push up, right? So you're pushing up, which obviously puts a great strain on your shoulders. So like 3 days in surfing, I basically started feeling pain again in my shoulder. So yeah, looks like we're gonna be. I'm not ready to start training upper body just yet. But I had to make that choice, and I was like, God, man, I'm here. I want to surf. I'm not gonna quit surfing now, so I can go back, to going to the gym when I'm home. So I made that call. I thought your doctor gave you a timeout for 4 weeks. Yeah, well, exactly. But if you re-aggravated it, if you re-aggravate it, that timeline shifts. Yes, man, this sucks. But I made that decision, and I'm happy I made that decision. I prioritize surfing. Um, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep training legs. Basically, like my legs are gonna be humongous by come summertime. So it's a great mental challenge, and I'm trying to make the best of it. And I've never had more leg gains than I've had in the last couple of months. Like, and now really it's going to the next level because I'm just training that. So it's cool. Did you name skateboarding? I meant ice skating. No, I'm not an ice skater. I'm not a skater. No. Yes, my legs are getting bigger. CA, what do you think about all the alpha beta male ideology? I see guys acting like straight asses trying to be masculine and it's pathetic. Well, all right. So I understand what it means to be an alpha, and I would be lying if I said, like, obviously it exists. Like, natural, charismatic leaders exist, and for lack of a better term, we choose to call them alpha. Now, that being said, I kind of have a general rule of thumb. Anyone that identifies themselves as an alpha, per definition, is not an alpha. You know, True alphas never talk about alphas. True alphas never identify as alphas. True alphas are not going to tell you they're an alpha. Like, because if you're an alpha, if you're a real alpha, if you're a real leader, you don't need confirmation because you don't give a fuck what people think. You just do you, and the rest follows. And even if they don't follow, you still just do you, and you don't give a fuck. So that's the thing. I do believe it exists, but as soon as people start labeling themselves, or as soon as you start calling someone a beta, it's like, like real alphas don't care. They just are. So usually it's insecure guys, who try to be alpha and call themselves that, and they're just using that like superhero identity. It's like they're putting on a costume, basically. Would you try snowboarding, or have you? For me, snowboarding is not really desirable because if you fall in the water with surfing, like the water breaks your fall. Surfing, however, is um, snowboarding. However, is far more dangerous. So, like you can hit a rock, you can hit like you can snowboarding. For me, is too dangerous. Personally, I'm not into that. I'm not interested in that. It's not something I want to do. I'll stick to surfing for now. Yeah. And just like I got so many friends that ski and snowboard, and they literally get injured all the time. They break stuff all the time. My left leg is already like barely hanging on. If I break that, it might be over for good. So it's just not something I'm willing to risk. Do you want to get married and kids? One day, not anytime soon though. Yes, I went surfing, Lindsay. You just missed the whole live. I talked about it a lot in this live. Have you tried water skiing? I did like super long time ago when I was a kid. So, but yeah, that doesn't really count because I already forgot how it went. But yeah, Lindsay, hey, girl, watch back this live. I'm about to wrap it up. Make sure to watch it back. I talked about a lot of good stuff in this. It was fun. It was great. I'm just happy to be back. Guys, I actually have a video call meeting with a client in a couple of minutes. So if you'll forgive me, I have to go. One last time, if you want to hire me to coach you, you can do so by emailing me at lorenz.reese@gmail.com. We can make it happen. Also, guys, I have my own Discord server now. So this link right here allows you to connect to my Discord server and join my community. So we can chat and hang out 24/7, always. Stars on Mars. I'm the same age as you, and I feel ill just going with the flow. Kids and married, sure. If the right person shows up. When I was young, I was more focused on it. Dude, create your own path, walk your own way. Like, it doesn't matter what people around you are doing, man. Like, you just have your life one time only. It's a one time gig. Don't waste it trying to recreate and relive cultural patterns that others are pushing on you, and that others are enforcing. You're doing the right thing, man. Just follow your own flow, and don't get kids just for the sake of getting kids. Don't get married just for the sake of getting married. That's a recipe for disaster. You don't need that stuff to be happy. You can be perfectly happy without that. All right. Guys, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please hit the thumb up. Please. It means a lot to me. That being said, I'm going to check out and call up my client to have this coaching call, which I'm looking forward to. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back real soon. Life is good. Peace out. Ciao.